Right, where am I up to? Hi. Now apologies again for that cutting out. Once again, brand new battery. I mean, I've just recharged that battery. This is where the camera is sort of really letting itself down. 20 minutes from getting an hour's worth. Well, actually, to be fair, I've done about 6 videos today of the Prince of Wales, 5 or 6. I've done about 12 videos today. So it's not too bad, but it's not lasting very long. So as I was saying in the previous video, this might be number 7 or 8, and this is carrying on with the German heavy cruiser, the Prinz Eugen. So that I'm knocking all my bits away. Now then, I was quite surprised at how small this hole was. For some reason I was expecting some really long hole. I don't know why. I didn't realise they were so slim. Once it's together, you know, I mean, it's quite a slim hole considering compared to the Prince of Wales. I still can't get over the difference in size. And it doesn't say it's a pocket battleship, it says it's a heavy cruiser. Yeah, I suppose cruiser is different to an actual battleship. Heavy cruiser. Yeah, so I suppose a cruiser is, like the HMS Hood is a cruiser. So I suppose that is different to a battleship, as the Bismarck is a battleship. But as I was saying in the previous video, before the camera cut out, I just can't get over how good these Trumpeter kits are. They really are good. And I was talking about somebody who had done a review of the Prince of Wales. Sadly, I can't remember who it was. Does a lot of, he does some excellent reviews. He really does do some excellent reviews. Knows his stuff. It's not the model shop. As soon as I finish this, and I'll turn this off, I'll remember who he is. But anyway, he was doing a kit, a review of the Prince of Wales, and as he said with Trumpeter, not Trumpeter, sorry, I apologise, with Tamiya. The problem with Tamiya is all the kits are, well, the Prince of Wales is 40 odd years old now, you know, 50 odd years old. It's it's alright, I'm falling over. So the Prince of Wales is 1985. 95, 105, 205, 250, it's not 40 years old. And this is the problem with Trumpeter, that in that 40 years, they've never upgraded the kits. They've never made the kits look better. So they haven't done a better kit and added aftermarket kits to it, so, you know, done a deluxe version. It's still a very good kit, don't get me wrong, Tamiya are still excellent kits. They just haven't upgraded them enough to catch up with the rest of the kits on the market. At the end of the day, these Trumpeter kits are extremely good. The HMS Hood kit is absolutely fantastic. The detail in it is astounding. And I've got the Bismarck coming probably on Friday. If I'm really lucky, it'll come before, but New Year, when's New Year tomorrow? Tuesday, Wednesday's the 30th. When's New Year's Day? Tuesday is the 30th, there's 31 days, isn't there? Wednesday. So New Year's Day is, it's the 31st tomorrow, isn't it? I thought New Year's Day was Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday. Anyway, the point is it will come during New Year. It'll come on the 3rd, which is Friday. And if I'm really lucky, it might come on the 2nd. The German battleship Bismarck. I brought it off Amazon, they're expensive, 200 scale kits that are like 370 odd pound, so I can't afford them in one go. But you can buy them on Amazon in a 5 monthly payment scheme, which is what I've done. And that's coming on Friday. And it's looking, if this kit's anything to go by and the hood is anything to go by, it's going to be a spectacular kit. And then the other thing with it, it's a bit weird. A German battleship is coming from Germany. So it started life in Germany, the kit started from Germany and then through to France. And last time I checked on it, it was going through the customs of France. So it's in France at the moment. So it was a bit sort of strange seeing a German ship come from Germany. I suppose that's just where they had them copies of it. The hood came from Spain. So, you know, but anyway, I digress. I'm waffling on there. Anybody buying a kit, as I've said before, if they're going to buy a really good kit, look at Trumpeter. Especially if they've got models of kits that you really like and that a lot of other kit makers haven't expanded upon. There's no date anywhere on this thing, so I don't know when it was. There's no date in the box. There's no date on the box. PS plastic main, manufactured by. That's all in different languages. Third and last heavy cruiser. Prinz Eugen together with about 100 years successfully passed through the English Channel. And eventually became the USS Prinz Eugen, of course. It was destroyed, probably destroyed in the atom bomb test, wasn't it? Where developed sound. Oh, 2017, there you go. So actually, this was a fairly up-to-date kit. 17, 20, so it's only 7 years old. So that's another thing, it's 7 years old. And it shows you can do all these different bits. And a lot of kits now, like Rebelle, Queen Mary I've got there, Rebelle and all that, include a lot of photo etch with them now in the deluxe kit. So it's really is worth, if you're going to buy a kit, it really is worth it. And as I say, with this one, if you fancy a waterline kit, you can do it as a waterline kit. I personally wouldn't, but you can do. So I'm looking forward to building this. I'm going to work out a time scale. I reckon that something like HMS Hood. I've got the MK1 upgrade kit. I've got reviews of that somewhere. I reckon that's going to take at the very least a year, possibly a year to build, possibly a year and a half. So that's going to take a fair while to build. And I reckon the Bismarck will be about the same. So with the hood and the Bismarck together, I reckon you're probably looking at about 3 years, maybe 4 years of build time, with all the aftermarket included on it. The MK1 kit that comes with HMS Hood, that ended up, I tried to count as many parts as there were, and it ends up, there's over 4,000 photo etch parts, and brass rolled parts, there's 150 of them I believe. I think 150, and 50 odd resin parts. So there's near on 5,000 parts, plus the parts in the box, there's 1,000, it says 400 but there's not, there's 1,000, I think 24 plastic parts. So if you used all the bits and bobs with a big 200 scale kit, you're going to build a kit with about 6,000 parts, and that's no mean feat. But then you wouldn't use all the photo etch probably, because some of it wouldn't work. So I might do it in the, whoops, I've had my camera. I was lucky because I could have pushed it over and it went. So I think I'll probably build HMS Hood next after I finish the Queen Mary. And then once I've done the HMS Hood, then I'll probably build this one as a sort of a wind down from such big sort of scale kits, and then build the Bismarck, and then build the Prince of Wales. I already have a model of the Prince of Wales, as I've said, but I've moved so many times. It's full of dust. It's bear with me. So, same kit from Tamiya, but constant moving. The dust on that is unreal. Let me just show you. But this has got so many pieces missing on it, broken. The aircraft is down there, but the little bits are broken. There's bits missing off all the rigging has gone. The guns are all covered up and full of dust. There's parts missing off of here. There's painted anchors rather than photo etch. That's actually a photo etch from breakwater. There is a bit of photo etch on this kit, but you can see from that it's not terrible. You know, it's got a bit of the camouflage. So that's not a bad kit. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm trying to get myself in shot. So there's nothing wrong with the kit as such. It's just that you see, there's photo etch around it. There's just so much dust on it and so much. It doesn't look it, but there is a lot of pieces missing off it. You know, the aircraft is coming apart. So although it's not a terrible kit, although it's not a terrible model, that was built about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And this is the thing, you see, Tamiya haven't improved on it. And if only they had improved on it, it's just a shame Trumpeter don't do a Prince of Wales kit. That would have been an impressive kit to see. But it's still a good kit. Still a good kit. Tamiya, don't get me wrong. Tamiya models are still good. They just really need to have upgraded them. It's just a sheer shame. It's just a pity that they haven't upgraded them. You know, if they'd have upgraded them and made them detailed a bit more, put a bit of photo etch in there, as most kits do now, it would look so much better. But you can see it's got, you know, I've done the camouflage on it. It looks quite good from a distance. It's you see the breakwater there is photo etched, and that bridge has got a lot of photo etch on it. It's got a massive amount of photo etch on it, and I was doing that, and then I got fed up with it. There was so much photo etch, it was so small, and I didn't have much of a much patience back then. I just stopped. I've said, but that's enough. I'm not doing any more photo etch bits. And so I stopped on it. But constant moving, I reckon I've moved about 4 or 5, maybe 5 times since then. And 1 or 2 people have helped me move and have broken it. I've lost count of how many parts actually. Although it doesn't look it, there's a lot of parts missing off it. Well, the guns still work, they're not glued in or anything. You know, the guns are, although they're stuck in place now because but the guns come out, you know, but they're plastic guns, so they've not been, I didn't have any aftermarket guns for them, unfortunately. But so I reckon now when I first built this, I was not long into building plastic kits then. Well, model ships actually, I've been building plastic models since I was 15 or so. I'm into my 70s now, so I've been building for a long time. But when I built this, it was one of the very first kits I built with a lot of aftermarket, and I just didn't, well, I didn't have the patience for it. More patience now, so now I would take a lot more time to build it. So I reckon I'm going to make a better job with this one. It's just a crying shame they haven't updated it. It would have been really nice for them to have updated it. It's you know, for such a big model kit maker. And I've never done any other aircraft, but I've got their Enterprise up above me. That once again didn't have any photo etch with it, didn't have anything with it. So it's just a case of sort of making it up as it was and buying a few aftermarket bits. It's a real shame, really. They could really make themselves. They could do it so much better, because Tammy are really good kit makers when you think about it, you know. So I'm playing with the camera. So there's the Enterprise. Doesn't really look it from back here. That's 3 foot long, of course. That's the Tamiya model of the Enterprise. That's quite a good model, that. In fact, it's one of my favourite models. But it's a long time since I built that. And I reckon this Prince of Wales, it'll look a lot better, because with the new one, I'm not sure, I think you can buy wooden decks for it. I've got a feeling you might be able to buy wooden decks for it. So that can make the decks look better, if I decide to do that. They're a bit of a pain, the wooden decks for these ships. They do or don't work. If they're of good quality, they'll work. They had them with the Queen Mary, but when I put one of the wooden decks down, they were absolutely horrible. Ravel's wooden decks, they were horrible to do. In fact, it tore one of them, so I didn't bother with them in the end. But I've already put one of the wooden decks down on the hood, HMS hood, and that's gone down quite well. The only trouble with that is, stupid nitwit, is I should have painted all the bits up around it first before putting the deck in, but I wanted to see how the wooden deck would fit, and it's fitted in so well, so I've got to paint all the little bits up around it. So that's but once I've got that one done, I've got the 4 models done, I'll have all them ships that were at the Battle of Denmark Strait. I'll make a nice, well, if I have the room, I haven't got the room unfortunately. If I had the room, I would make a really nice diorama up the, you know, you can make a diorama of the battle, obviously. Because even that is, there's still sort of how it went, why did the hood blow up, what happened to cause it to blow up. There's still, they are and they're not certain of how it happened. Then there was how the engagement started. In the actual, one of the bits I've got a book on the HMS Hood somewhere. They were talking about that, and when it first fired and engaged, it fired on the Prinz Eugen and instead of the Bismarck. So it just then brings into question what would have happened had the hood fired at the Bismarck first, instead of accidentally, as they think it was, accidentally at the Prinz Eugen. Would it have been a different outcome to the battle? Would it not have been destroyed? Who can say? Nobody can say. Sad, sad loss of life though. For sad loss of such a nice ship. Probably should never have sent the ship out with the condition it was in at the time. But beautiful little ship, and that's probably that's why this model of the Eugen it looks as it does. I haven't thought about that being a cruiser, not a battleship. That's why it looks so sleek, and it is a sleek ship. I'm so impressed with the kit. The camera's about to run out if it's 20 minutes. I'll get now starting to do other bits. I'll rebox all this back up